Lord Saladhead is back, and you know what that means. That means you get to peel yourself up and bite into the sweet, sweet fruit that is Iron Banana. Now, it was kind of unexpected for Iron Banner to come back. They didn't really mention anything in the TWAB, and they haven't tweeted out anything, but it usually comes every 3 weeks or so, barring any delays. So, I mean, kind of on schedule. Now, Iron Banner is 6v6 control, as per the usual. So, obviously a team-based, coordinated, somewhat. You know, if you're facing a 6-stack and you're solo, you're probably going to have a bit of a harder time, assuming they didn't implement any changes yet. And I haven't heard anything about the changes for solo players. Now, let's look at what he has. Lord Saladin has the same stuff that he had last Iron Banner, which is because it's seasonal this time rather than each time he appears. Now, it's still bearing on your last seasonal reputation, how many packages you turned in. You get one seasonal reputation for every package that you get from him. And your tokens carry over per character, as with anything else, and you can turn them in on any. Now, first, real quick, let's take a look at the weapons. Now, Allied Demand is a sidearm I have, but I have not tried myself. It has decent range, and it is a single-fire adaptive frame sidearm that I've heard is fairly decent, but obviously the full auto sidearms still outclass it, as you have to hit all headshots with this gun to make it compete, so to speak. Now, it does have a couple good perks. Ricochet rounds just give it better range and is overall just a better perk over extended mag. Loading holster is one of my favorite perks. Just doesn't have the same utility as other guns. And sights, I believe the target SAS is the one you want to do. It increases your range and it's much snappier. Although quick dot is also snappier, just with the reduction of range. Next we have the sniper, the oculated finality. Now, I've heard from a lot of people how much they love this gun. It is a high damage, extremely high impact gun, and it does have a short zoom, which is very, very good in PvP. And a lot of my friends love this for body shots. You body shot, you clean up the kill. I personally go for headshots and have not had the best of luck with this weapon. It does have a very high aim assist, if I'm recalling correctly. But field prep, not really that great of a perk. It just doesn't have very great perks next to its short zoom and its high damage. Still a very good sniper. If you get your hands on it, go ahead and pick it up. You have to reach rank 26. Now, also reaching... Oh, I'm sorry. That is the level, not the rank. I can't view the rank since I've already gotten there. Now, the submachine gun. I have not tried this, the Multimax CCX. It has very good range, and you can up its range even further with the scope. It is a 900 RPM in the energy slot, which is an energy slotted version of Antiope without the kill clip. However, I believe it has less stability and a good bit less impact. Now, you can give this gun a try yourself. It is a lightweight frame, just like the Antiope. But I personally prefer to keep my Antiope as my sidearm. Oh no, actually, yeah, it has less impact than the Antiope. And there are other good SMGs in the energy slot that you can use. But if you get your hands on this and give this a try, it does have dynamic sway reduction, which I hear a lot of praise from some friends of mine. But personally, I don't play with a SMG in the secondary. But go ahead and give it a try if you want. Now, the finite impactor. If you are a fan of high impact low RPM hand cannons, this is a gun for you. It's got snapshot sights, it's got sure shot, which also makes it snappier, gives it a bit more range, and put on drop mag, because in PvP, unless you're going on the craziest of kill streaks, this is going to help you so much, because the reload speed on this gun is absolutely abysmal. I am not a fan of this archetype, but I can tell you, if you're a fan of this archetype, this gun has a lot of good things going for it. So when you get to the rank to pick this up, pick it up. Now, the rocket, we're not even going to waste time on the rocket. Honestly, any rocket that doesn't have cluster bombs with a high blast radius is not going to compete. You can still pick it up and try it out. It does have, I believe, they call it still quick draw? Still quick draw. It's got quick draw. You can up its velocity. Good rocket, very fast shooting, but like I said, cluster bombs are always the way to go. Now, I've heard quite a bit of praise for the Dark Decider auto rifle. It is a 720 RPM, which, the popular Uriel's Gift is a 450. So this is a much faster firing auto rifle. It's like a slightly slower firing SMG just because of the short amount of range on it. Now, I don't know what its recoil pattern looks like. If it's almost directly up and down with its rapid fire frame, I can't English today, with its rapid fire frame, it can do quite a bit. If you drop it down to high cal, you gain a bit more range and drop down your magazine. And when you run out, this can really help the really crappy reload speed on this gun, honestly. I would stick with the sight that it currently has, the corkscrew. Or you could try the polygon rifling, as it does help your recoil reduction. Whichever recoil pattern you find to be best. I am going to try this gun out when I get it, but I've heard quite a bit of praise, so please pick this up when you get the chance. And obviously, you get this emblem once you hit rank 30, and it shows the packages from not just this seasonal Iron Banner, but the seasons before. So you can see all the number of packages you've collected. I'm so close to that 69 mark. Almost could have said nice. Now the ship, rank 35, I don't know if that's worthy of the highest rank, but if you're a fan of ships, I mean, go ahead and give it a try. I have a few exotic ships that I prefer to use, but like I said, if you're a fan of ships, give this a try. Or grind for it, whatever you want to do. Now, as far as the ornaments go, unlike Faction Rally, these ornaments are for your entire account. So you can mix match which characters you're on, do your dailies, and you're constantly making progress towards these. And they unlock for all your characters when you unlock them. Now, you just have to earn ranks for the Cloak, Bond, or Mark. Cloak, Bond, or Mark ornament. All you have to do is get in ranks. So just play the game, get some tokens, turn them in, rank up, bada bing, bada boom, baby. You got yourself an ornament. Now, the legs. To do this, you just have to defeat enemies with supers. In PvP, in Iron Banner, of course. Now, that's not very hard to do. Now, if you're using Shadow Shot, you're going to have a slightly harder time. But if you're using any aggressive supers, basically every other super in the game besides Bubble and Shadow Shot, you're going to have a good time. Shadow Shot can kill, but you're going to make much better progress with any other super, really. Obviously, you're going to be getting kills with supers, as it is very hard to compete with supers in Destiny 2's current state. So you're always going to be making progress towards this. So just get in there, play, pop some supers, try and get some kills. As far as the gauntlets go, you just have to complete challenges. Now, you can complete 3 challenges a day on each character, so that's 9 challenges a day. I believe it's 25, but I cannot remember the exact amount. But obviously, you can go and look for yourself if you've not unlocked them. So just complete your daily challenges on all of your characters, assuming you have 3, and you're just going to make progress towards it on a day-to-day basis. Now, the chest piece, you have to defeat enemies with power weapons. Now, assuming you pick up the power, which if you're one of the people who sort of ignores it and doesn't pay attention that it's not there, if you want this ornament, pay attention to when the power ammo pops up, pay attention to when it's on the ground, pick it up, try and get a kill or 2. Not that hard to do if you're using a good power ammo, especially rockets. Very easy to just toss a rocket at somebody, get a kill, and you're going to constantly make progress with this, assuming you just play PvP and use power ammo. Now, the helmet, I almost said hood there, the helmet, all you have to do is win matches. I believe it is 25 matches. Now, if you're just on a losing streak, you still have, I believe, 1 or 2 more Iron Banners to get this, if you're just having a really bad luck. I would suggest getting together with friends and grinding out for those wins, but obviously, as with all of these other ornaments, just play the game, and you will make progress towards it. These are quite a bit easier from the grind that the Faction Rally ornaments have been. Not only are they per account rather than per character, they're just things that are in general are going to be happening as you play. So just get in there, play, and you'll get these ornaments. Now, if you want to see what they look like, oh boy. This is what they look like on a Hunter with the full Iron Banner armor set on. Now, I do have the Metro Shift Shader on. If you want to get a similar look, it is the Blue Samurai. It's my absolute favorite armor set in the game. I love this so much. Now, with the other ornaments on from the previous season, it looks like a blue ninja rather than a blue samurai. But this, you cannot lie, is sick AF. So, get these ornaments. I have not looked at what they look like on the other characters, yet to actually try and get the armor pieces on them in total honesty. But, yeah. Pretty sick. I'd say go for the ornaments. It's something to grind for. It gives you something to do this week, even if you're not a typical PvP player, but you want to look sick as hell. But yeah, go out there, get together with 6 friends. This is a social-based game. Go out there, get with some friends, and go play Iron Banner and get all these nice, sick rewards. But most importantly, have fun. Yes, you need to get wins to get one of the ornaments, but just go out there, have fun, and be excellent to each other, because that's what this community is really all about. Until next time, Guardians, I'm Aaron Darkblade. Peaces.